everyone. Welcome to Babala Xiamen Agriculture Technology here. And today we are in our Zhangzhou factory. We have been in this indoor planting industry for more than 10 years and almost 20 years. We specialize in the R&D and manufacturing of all kinds of devices and controllers for hydroponic indoor planting. And today we are going to introduce a very hot-selling, popular mini fertilizer irrigation system like this one to you. Okay, what you are looking at is the back of the fertigation system. So we use peristaltic pumps to do the very precise fertigation, nutrient dosing for irrigation tanks within 2 cubic meter. And as you can see, we make the whole system with high quality materials, so the system will last you for a long time. And down here we have this the double function pump. It can be a pump for pulling out water for nutrient dosing, and can be a pump for irrigation. So that's a 2-in-1 function pump here. And let's walk to the front of this fertigation system. So here what you are looking at is the main controlling panel and alarm knob and this emergency stop. So this is where you push to stop and twist to start again. And this is the manual control for nutrient dosing and for the recirculation pump. So if you want to manually turn it on, just twist the knob, and the same thing for this one. And down here you will be able to see 2 small windows, one for EC, one for pH. So without even working on the main controlling screen, you will be able to visualize the current important reading of EC and pH. And inside we have our distribution cabinet to go with the whole system. So with this setup, we will be able to help you include some of the pumps or other customized systems for you. Okay, the most important part is our main controlling system, and that's what you are looking at on the screen. So the most important thing for a fertigation system would be the EC pH setup. So this is where you set EC and pH. Click in here. You have 4 different periods that you can set up. Just click into the window and then you add the number. You set up your time frame. You can have 4 time periods to set up. So we have the icon for different pumps. Usually we have 4 pumps or 8 pumps, and you can set up like A, B, C are for nutrient, which is also known as the value for TDS, and D will be for pH. So you can set up the ratio here. For example, 1 to 1.5 to maybe 1, and for pH you set 0.7. So this is where you set up the ratio. And here we have like the range, the lowest to highest of EC setting and the buffering zone. And you can set up here, for example, this one, and the range for pH setting and the buffering zone. So very easy for you to visual and to change the digit, change the number. And this is the ratio for fertilizer to water. And here is where you set up the water level target. So once the clear water is filled up to this set target level, then the fertigation, the nutrient dosing will start to happen. So now we are done with the setting of EC and pH and ratio of each of the nutrient dosing pump. Let's go back to the home screen, and here is where you set up some of the system setting. So this part you usually don't need to change anything. We have our factory default setting for irrigation tank within 2 cubic meter, so don't need to change. Here you just type in the information of your nutrient pool right here. So that's done, and we check out our irrigation plan. This is where you type into the irrigation plan. So we have in total 10 plans that you can work with, and in each plan you have 6 different periods that you can edit. For example, period 1 from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, and period 2 like maybe from 12 o'clock to 14 o'clock. And then the interval is in the unit of seconds, so maybe 600 seconds will be 10 minutes, and how many times you want to irrigate within this time frame, for example 3 times. So very easy to type in anything that you want. And in total, we can provide the irrigation pumps and valves for 8 different irrigation zones. And for each zone, you can set up the pump running time and the here. And this part is only for flow and ebb irrigation system. So usually if you do the normal hydroponic irrigation, you just need to edit the number here. But if you want to do the ebb and flow system, then you need to connect your solenoid valve for the release of water and set up the delay time here. Okay, so we have 8 zones and you want them to work all together, then this icon should be in green color. If you want them to work in sequence, like for zone 1 is working, when it's done, move to the zone 2. After zone 2 is finished, then to zone 3, like have them working in sequence. Then you click here, shows order, means that they work in a sequence in order. If you want them to work together, show together. Okay, so if you just want some of the zones to be working, then just for example this one valid and this one deactive, just click again to deactivate the certain zones that you don't want it to irrigate. Okay, that's the whole setup for irrigation plan. And as we have said, we have 10 plans. After you have done each plan, save, and then click and move to the next plan. As you can see, we have the number here. So after you've saved each one and you move to the next one, you click here until it's green and the number changes. Then you move to the next one. Okay.